Yeah, I'm doing this unbox in reverse. I'm going to show this first, and then if you're interested in looking at a box and it being opened, you can go ahead and go through that, but I'm not going to make you do that. Just let you look at these. Holy shit, these are gorgeous. My, there's a lot of metal. That KXXS, the KPE, the Starlight, that looks absolutely ghetto compared to this now. As that blue with the stars on it, that's got nothing on this. Holy crap, this is gorgeous. It is a fingerprint magnet, though, as you would think it is. You see that? Brought to you by Unique Melody. Product placement using a wipe. Ah, that's gorgeous. It's got a very unique design. It looks like it's got five kind of breather holes, which would be under the nozzle. There's the slightly recessed 2-pin. This would be in your right ear going in, and then I don't think being blocked by your ear would be this, though that's something to think about. If this is functional and this is in your ear, that's going to be, I don't know. And then you've got another vent over here. So it's absolutely stunning, gorgeous. The inside looks like it's got the same kind of black foam that Sony uses, which is a very good point. Not going to get critical on something that I just listened to for about 30 minutes in total. What I did do was listen to the EX1000 because it's a single dynamic driver, and this has a LCP dome, liquid crystal polymer, which I'm a big Sony fanboy. And I'm also comfortable putting 55 hertz into Neutron or other stuff. I have the Lotu PAW 5000 Mark II and 55 hertz, put that up by 3.5 dB, and the Sony EX1000 really comes to life. And I did that with this, and it did the same thing. This has a tuning that is like the Blessing 2 and the Blessing 1, which is it's an intentional series that they're doing, and I'm a known non-fan of that. Though the Blessing or the KXXS metal dynamic driver, Starlight metal dynamic driver, KPE metal dynamic driver, loved all of those. S88, all BA sets, fucking love those. Just not a fan of their stick to the tuning line thing. But look at this and how beautiful it is. And I'm not against putting in, as it comes out of the box and you listen to it, it's going to be, I think reviewers are going to say, like B2-ish but refined, maybe a little more stage, maybe a little bit better in the bass. I think there's some, when you double the price, there's going to be talk like that. It didn't jump out at me right away, but I like the thought in my ear that I'm listening to a single dynamic driver and the treble is being taken care of, and it sounded, I like the sound better than the Blessing 2 or the Blessing 1. So this would be closer to their other shelled in metal dynamic drivers, which is a good thing. Is it worth double the money? That's going to be, I'm touching the topic because I did it in Tin Hi-Fi. You do a good thing, the P1, then you release a follow-up, and then you increase the price. This is, I don't know what their last flagship was, Solaris or something. It didn't really take off. This is cheaper. That's another thing to keep in mind. This is their top of the line, but it's really not that expensive relative to other stuff. It is in the price range of the Clairvoyance and the Monarch. It's pretty close. So you're getting close to Tribird territory, but dynamic drivers, there's something about a well-tuned single driver taking care of everything. And as a fanboy of the EX1000, I would be remiss not to disclose that. So I will do a full review for this. It's a stunner. So I'm going to put this at the beginning, and then you can do the unbox if you want. When I'm done with this is going to be the unbox, because I'm going to flip the videos in different order because this is just so gorgeous. And in my review, of course, I'll talk about, I thought the kick drum in John Bonham's when the levee brakes wasn't giving me the emphasis that I want, but the EX1000 doesn't do that either. And that's a very highly rated by me since I've had it. Got it mini XLR terminated. I don't mind going ahead and putting a little bit into the low end. Remember, faithful reproduction is what high fidelity is, and high fidelity is what an audiophile seeks. And I am an audiophile if that is true. And I think this needs a little bit of boost in the low end. Mids are fine. They're better than fine. And I think the treble sounds more appealing to me than the Blessing 2. So I think this is a definite upgrade on that. And it's absolutely stunning. You're going to have to keep your fingers clean. And I wash my hands all the time because I deal with kids. I've got, just by coincidence, because of Corona, spray thing right here. Keep your fingers clean. There's going to be a lot of people taking pictures of these because they're fucking gorgeous. And I will finish there. That's 6 minutes of looking at it, and then I think the unboxing is maybe of equal length. So I would recommend just skipping that unless you're really into unboxings. This will go first. More look. Oh yeah, that's nice. And we are out. Okay, we got the Moondrop Illumination. This is their flagship. It's a single dynamic driver. It is just being released right now. I think it was already released in China, and it's just being released to the West right now. Slide this out. It's tight. I've already taken this out, as I always do, to just make sure there's no surprises. It's got a nice, like that feeling like it's got rubber coating on the outside. Boxes. Sturdy. Decent. Here we go. Put that down there. Now you met with their, it's like a thematic thing. They do this a couple times. I don't know if that's the number of angles it's on the shell. I don't know. I know the KXS XS and the Starlight shared the same shell, and it had, I think, 7 or 8 like bevels on it. And I think this kind of has the same thing. So I don't know if this is indicating that. So this is the top door. You open up this door, then you met with that theme again. I think it's the angles that are reflecting. I think it's directly related to the shell. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Close that. Got the case. Moondrop. Not leather, not trying to be. Who cares? It's a case. It looks plenty big to hold the set. It's got the net on the top. On the inside, it's got foam tips inside this plastic case, and the 2-pin thing that I think is for airplanes. I never use it. Does anybody ever use these? Everybody, they always include it with this stuff. So you got that in there. And you've got, it's not designating what's for what. So I guess you got 2 pairs of larges, 2 pairs of mediums or smalls, or you got to read some literature to differentiate which ones are which. So that's the case. Let's get down to the IMs. Open this trap door up and you're presented with the IMs, which I'll show you close up. Right here, you've got a cable. And I didn't use this one. I did open it to double check because I thought it had maybe proprietary. I'll say right now I don't like this cable. It reminds me of an original, one of the ones that was packaged with a one of the tin hi-fis. It's not, it's just a cable and you can change it. This one has the ability to, I won't do it. I don't want to break it. You can take this off, and they include balanced 4.4 and 2.5, like what the tin hi-fi P2 is coming with, except they're doing it in a proprietary way, I think. I saw this in advertisement. So this cable's not that great. When I first saw the cable, I thought this was one cable and they maybe had another premium cable. I was going to grab the clairvoyance cable and compare, but I'm not trying to do a hit job. But the cable is, you can see it. It's not awesome. fine. Cables just got to do their job. Then we've got, this would be the 4.4. You can see it right through there. And then this would be the 2.5. So this is a balanced cable coming with the stock connection and the option to go two forms of balance simply by changing this right here. Okay, there we go. So it's got 4 pins in there. And you got the holes right there. And that should be, I think that's top. I'm going to not do that on camera and make a mistake because I'm looking through a viewfinder. So I'm going to put that to the side and not do anything dumb. Put that to the side. I'm going to go ahead and pause this. I'm going to put this little platform here and we can get a closer look at these buds because they're beautiful. Right back.